What's going on, Graveyard? Welcome back to Riverbend Springs. This is the From Manager to Large Scale Owner series. We are back with our main character here. It is April. It's almost 7:30 in the morning, and it is raining. As you can see, there's still snow on the ground, but we can't let the rain slow us down. We have a lot of planting to do. So I'm just going to hope that the rain doesn't affect that. We are going to go ahead and get the seeder going with a worker while we go and do the cultivating, just so that it's not an entire episode of simply cultivating. So let's get this opened up. Get back in the Agco white. We'll get hooked up to the seeder. We will get that changed. Is this not the right one? This is not the right one. So never mind, we will unhook from the seeder and hook up to the planter. Oh, do I need a vegetable planter? Did I screw? I do need a vegetable planter. So that is unfortunate, because that is money that we now have to spend that we don't really have. So we may have to skip the parsnips for a year, which I understand kind of goes against the initial idea, but we don't have the funds to follow through on that. So field number 4 will instead be sorghum along with field number 5. So we will go ahead and get that started with a worker. That snow being there, kind of annoying. I pushed it too far. So we'll have to wait, I guess, to get field number 4 planted until the snow completely melts, hopefully in the next month. I don't know why I lined it up here, because the worker's going to go to the middle. But we're going to set that off on a worker. We're going to get in the John Deere 3650 here and go get hooked up to our cultivator, because we have to cultivate the 2 fields that we put the oilseed radish in the last episode. So we'll get hooked on up here. And let's see, that was fields 7 and 8. So we'll head down to field 7 and we will get cracking on that. I was originally going to do just a massive time lapse for this video, but since there's cultivating to do, I will split the video up between cultivating and planting. So I'm going to get going. As soon as, there we go, the line has appeared. We are going to get this stuff cultivated into the ground, and that'll act as our first batch of fertilizer in the soil. So with that, I will see you guys on the other side of this time lapse. we are just about done with the cultivating. We then have to get the front loader attached and go to the store to get a pallet of seeds. So we will take this back to the yard. Wonder if the snow, nope, still not melted. Kind of hoping that as we progress into this day that the piles kind of start to dissipate so that we could get this field planted. But alas, we may have to wait another month. So we'll get this unhooked. Trying to avoid being in the trees as much as I can, but it's kind of difficult at times. We will switch the weight to the back, obviously to counter the weight that we will have on the front, and also just because it makes it difficult using the front loader. Alright. So, looking at our current financial state on the farm of $45,000, by the time we buy seeds to get through planting, as I'm going to buy 2 pallets here, we have about enough money to sustain for 6 months, if I calculated correctly. And that's factoring in the $5,000 towards the loan and the $2,000 that we get paid each month from the farm. So that does mean that we will be selling off the field during harvest this year, just so that we have enough money to sustain through to the next year. So we may be looking at another year of more of the same and not being able to purchase anything, which is unfortunate. Not being able to do parsnips with the planter or the seeder is kind of annoying, because it means that I have to stop following through with the cork that I wanted to do. So I may just go ahead and put in the money to be able to buy the vegetable planter, because I set this all up on the assumption that Walter had been doing it already, and I did not think to check for that. So it wouldn't make sense for him to own a vegetable harvester but not a vegetable planter. But I don't know. For this year, we are going to go and not do parsnips. And we're going to have to figure out a way to get back to being able to do that. But I've got the 2 pallets of seeds here. Hopefully I can balance them the whole way back. And I will see you guys when I am back by the planter. Okay, so we're back in the Agco White. We've got the cedar on the back still. And I left the John Deere just up here. I didn't want to try and balance them down this little hill. Or this embankment, I guess is what it would be. So we will just refill on the side of the road here. Of course it would take from the bottom one. I'm going to get back in the John Deere and move it off to the side back here, because we will be coming up to this field after we do down below. We should have enough seeds to get through all of the field down below, but probably not enough to get through both fields. So we'll park that there. Come get back in the AGCO. And we will head back down to plant sorghum in field 7. Get this unfolded. No, not worker. Come on, there we go. And we will get started. Activate the lane. Turn on the seeder. We're probably going to have to stop at some point to go get more fertilizer, which is annoying, but it is what it is. So I will see you guys the next time that I'm forced to stop. And we are just about to run out of solid fertilizer. I'm just going to finish out this row. I'm not worried about that little bit, but I will stop here before carrying on. We'll get lined up though. I don't know why I folded it. You can unfold it. Can I see the John Deere? I think I can. Is that it right there? No, it's right there. There we go. So, unfortunately, we do have to go get solid fertilizer, which was something I had not thought about prior. And, of course, that's going to fall off in the middle of the road. So what we'll do is we'll put this one on top of that one. And then we'll pick this one up and continue on our way. I'm not much of a fan of how loose these things are. Like, there's enough weight that it would not shift around like that. So it makes it annoying trying to do this, but it is what it is. So slow down, just not super fast. I don't want the stuff launching off the front. We will go ahead and just put this, we'll put it over here. Come on, stay on there. Nope. Shall. Alright, well, we'll stack it in here. Alright, get that. Now I believe, yeah, that is herbicide there. So that's liquid fertilizer over on the other side. I don't think I have any solid fertilizer left, which means I'm going to have to go buy more. Let's see. Yep, that is all liquid fertilizer. So we are off to the store once again. And now I think having to buy this is going to put us under, yeah, it'll put us under 42,000, which means we now will only have roughly 5 months before we have to be able to sell. So that puts us, let's see, we still have to deduct for this month. So we got April, May, June, July, August. So by August, we need to be sourcing some money. So I will have to look at the books when I get a chance. And I may have to defer some payments to myself until afterwards, because we have to make sure that we're paying the loan payment. That is the only must. I can take deferred payments for now, as I know that the money will be coming. And at current point, it's not like it's helping us, the few thousand that we'll be waiting on. So we need some solid fertilizer. Doesn't look like the big bags are any more. But I think we're going to go ahead and get... Oh, okay. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and get 2. And hopefully I can carry them both. with the forks that I have. Oh, come on now. Can I seriously not pick both of them up? Let's try picking one up and then we'll try picking the other. Oh, come on now. That should fit through there. All right. So there's one. Let's actually get as far under as we can. I do like the physics on these bags though. The physics on the bags is nice. We'll get lined up. Oh, come on. They have it as such a precise marker. Or like box. Okay. We've got our seeds. Or not seeds. Ooh. We've got our fertilizer. I certainly hope I did get fertilizer. Right? Yeah. All right. So we are going to head back to the farm. We'll have to stop down by the planter, and I will see you guys when I get there. All right, so we are at the turn to go down, and I am going to show... Oh, I'm going to show that I do at least have some knowledge of how to do something like this. You got to keep the weight on the back side or else it would have pulled us down forwards. And we would have ended up taking a nosedive down that hill. So we'll just keep backing up the rest of the way. It is going to take us a little bit longer because we can only go 8 miles per hour backwards, but it's not too bad. Also, I would like to apologize for the game audio not always being there, as since big chunk of this video is just me working in a field, I am watching a show at the same time, and obviously I don't want that audio coming through into the video, so I have to mute my system audio, and I keep forgetting to unmute the system audio when I go back to talking. So the times that it's not there, that is why. Now we'll get this filled back up. There we go. So we used just over 1 bag. I'm going to just set this off, park this right off to the side here for now. Shut it off. And we'll go get back in the Agco White to finish off this job. I'm going to go right from this field over to the other field and begin working over there. So I will see you guys on the other side of the time lapse, which I will start after I finish this row. And with that, the field is finished. Looks like the snow is still there. So the only field remaining to be planted is field number 4. And we said that was going to become sorghum. But I'm not going to plant it until I can plant the whole field. And with the little bit of snow that remains over top of it, I cannot plant the whole field. So that'll at least give us one thing to have going in the next episode. As I'm going to be honest, I don't know what we're going to do in the next episode. Probably just some forestry along with planting that field. That door is closed. You can go ahead, close that door. Bring the tractor around here. Get it parked up. What are weeds looking like? So there's no weeds in these fields right now, but they do need fertilizer, so we can do some spraying. Spray some fertilizer in the next episode, hopefully plant field number 4, and then maybe work on some forestry kind of in this area, which would be over here, kind of right in front of us here. Clear out some of the bushes, cut down some trees. We don't have a means to transport them at the moment, but we can at least get the trees felled and start working on cleaning this area up to eventually put possibly a chicken coop or a sheep farm or husbandry. I think that's what that would be called. We do still have to get the John Deere and get that back. Without rolling, we're sitting at a plus 95% yield bonus, and we obviously do not have a roller. We cannot afford to buy a roller. So that is what we're working with right now. The expenses just keep coming. And the farm is far from being increasingly profitable. So far, our best return was on the cotton, which netted us roughly 60,000 in the positive, I believe, because we got, I want to say, like 85,000 out of it, and it cost us around 25,000 to rent the harvester. So that could be a game plan for next year, that we plant some cotton and then rent the harvester and harvest multiple fields. That very well could be what we need to do in order to get this farm making some good money as I try to shove the forks through the wall of the barn. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and leave the forks over here. Oh my god, come on. There we go. So we will get everything resituated here, as it is 7 o'clock. So it's been a full day of work. I've got almost 2.5 hours of recording time on this video. that will probably end up being condensed down to somewhere between 30 and 45 minutes. Whereas normally I end up with anywhere between an hour to an hour and a half of recording time that gets condensed down. So this has probably been the month that has done, or that has seen me doing the most work in it. I guess outside of perhaps the harvest, but I don't think that one took as long to record. I will go ahead and get paid by Walter. We'll pay the, I guess I can do that right now. I'll do it on camera. We're going to get paid by Walter. So we got to go farm management. We transfer $2,000. And that puts our account up to 27.5. So we're almost getting into the realm of being able to maybe find a tractor on sale. But it would have to be, I guess, a very low-end tractor. We might be better off getting a cultivator on sale and then leasing a tractor for a month to do some work on our own, do some contract work, and make it worth our time. But that's in due time. We will pay the loan payment. So there goes another $5,000. Bringing the farm down to $32,000. As we look into May, we still have the one field to plant, and it looks like our first harvesting month is not going to be until July. So we will have 1 month of minimal work, other than possibly removing some weeds. I'm not sure. I think plowing prevents that, but we'll find out. We do have some spraying to do, one last field to plant, and then we've got some forestry on the docket to do. So hopefully we got enough to keep us busy for 2 months worth of work, as well as taking care of the cows, of course. But I don't need to show that every single time on camera. As you can see, they're being well cared for. They'll be reproducing in 4 months, and then we will sell off the 3 that we have now and just keep the young ones to raise up. So that'll give us a little bit of a boost in money. So things are coming together. It's just real slow. But with all that being said, if you liked the video, give me a like, comment down below if you got any ideas for me, and subscribe to stay up to date with the series. I stream every Tuesday and Thursday on Twitch from 11 a.m. to 3 to 4 p.m. Same name as on here, Dylan Graves. And I guess with all that being said, until the next time, have a good one.